Welcome to my YouTube channel. In the today's video, I'm going to talk about how the market will perform during the next week. Hi, I am Adarsh from the Karnataka. Okay, and if you check up onto the during the last week, especially onto the Friday, Nifty and Bank Nifty and overall onto the broader market has been seen a huge sell-off onto the market. Okay, and this was due to the which was the news it came up to during the in the US markets. Okay, and in the US markets, the inflation data has been released during the last week, and it has came more than the expected numbers. Okay, and due to that, the US markets are also onto the pressure, and overall onto the world markets, including Indian market, and Indian market have started to take the step onto the lower side. It started from the Friday itself. Okay, and onto if you check up onto the Nifty fell down by 350 points onto the lower side onto the Friday session. And if you check up onto the Bank Nifty, it fell down by 430 points onto the lower side. And if you, especially if you check up the Nifty mid cap, small cap, and all the Nifty IT index, metal index, and all the indexes, it has been a big hit for all the market, especially for the index wise. Okay, and let's see on to the today's session how the market will perform by during the next week. Will it is it a start of the major correction, or will it go on to the higher side from the now onwards? Okay, but before going to that, if you are new to my YouTube channel, kindly hit the subscribe button and share this video to all the traders, and also tell them to hit the like and subscribe button. Now let's go for the charting platform. Okay, now, and as we are on to the Nifty chart. Okay, and we are on to the currently we are on to the Nifty chart. Okay, and if you check out here onto the Thursday's session into my Telegram channel, I have clearly given in my Telegram channel that market is turned onto the bearish. Positionally, the market is turned onto the bearish side. Okay, and exactly onto the Friday session, Nifty fell down by 350 points. Okay, and if I let's erase this all the trend lines. Okay, and if you check out here onto the day of 14th of September, the market has been opened with a big gap down, but it has recovered from the lower levels. It has phenomenally recovered from the lower levels. But what it did, it was onto the 13th of September, it made a high of 18,088, and onto the 14th of September, again it made a high of 18,091, and on to the 15th of September, it made a high of 18,096. Okay, so approximately, and I have clearly given in my Telegram channel that Nifty is having a strong resistance zone at 18,100 to 120, but continuously the Nifty was unable to cross that resistance level. So it took that resistance and it continued to move on to the lower side. Okay, and if you check out onto the last Friday session, the volume was very heavy onto the lower side, insisting that more downside levels has to be come during the next week. Okay, and if you check out onto the, if I draw the trend lines over here, okay, and this trend line has been already violated. Okay, this support trend line has been already violated by this candle. Okay, and if I draw the major trend line from the bottom, that is on from starting from the 17th of June to till the latest candle. Okay, and if I draw the trend line, it will come near to these levels. Okay, and the next support comes anywhere in between like 17,300 to 350 levels. Okay, so currently the Nifty is trading at 17,530 levels. So approximately we are having another 200 to 230 points onto the lower side. The immediate support comes at 13,000, sorry, 17,300 levels. Okay, and after that, but before that, we are having another one support like 17,400 levels. So 17,300 to 17,400 is the next support, and by the during the next week, if that breaks and if it any candles closes below this rising trend line, then we can say that the market has made a intermediate top has been done by the market, but only and only if it breaks this trend line. Okay, and if any candle closes below this trend line, then we can say that the market has begun, especially the Nifty has made the intermediate top formation. And more or less, if you check up onto the all the broader market, and if you check up onto the advance and decline ratio, okay, and that is onto the Friday session, it was onto the ratio of something somewhere like 1:5 and 1:6. So which is telling that there is aggressive selling going on to the broader markets, okay, which is insisting that this trend line is going to break onto the lower side, okay. So and after that, if it breaks that lower trend line, this rising trend line, then the next support comes to our secret trading system somewhere to the 16,550 to 16,770 levels, okay. That is the major support during the next week. So approximately somewhere like approximately like 1,000 points we can say. If this upper trend line gets broken out, then we can expect somewhere target like 16,500 to 16,700 onto the lower side in terms of Nifty during the next week, okay. So this trend line will play a very important role into the market during the next week, though this is to watch out for the next week, okay. And as far as candlesticks are concerned, both the it has made a big bearish candlestick pattern, okay. And here it has not been sustaining above 18,000 levels, which is another round number factor. It is playing out into the market, okay. So approximately it is taking a major resistance from the higher levels. So we can say that the market is approximately, it made a intermediate top, okay. And if you check up onto the Nifty mid cap index and small cap index, all the candles has been very larger onto the downside onto the Friday session, okay. And if I go for the Bank Nifty is also started. Initially, it has not been underperforming with the Nifty, but it's somewhere it like outperformed compared to the Nifty onto the Friday session, okay. And here it is what it has made. Here it had been onto the approximately onto the all-time high levels, okay. And the all-time high it has made onto the day of 25 of October, and the high was made like 41,829 levels, okay. 25 of October of 2021, okay. And if you check up onto the 15th of September, it made a high of 41,840, and here it made a high of 41,829. It just crossed that level, and immediately the selling has been cashed up onto the Bank Nifty, okay. And as it is touching for the first time, so we can expect some sort of resistance can be applied on these levels, okay. And but if you check up onto the comparable to the Nifty, Bank Nifty is not such a weaker chart, okay. So Bank Nifty can outperform, okay. Why? Because still it is onto the all-time high levels, and but Nifty is approximately like 1,000 points away from the all-time high levels. But if you check about to the Bank Nifty, it is just thing like 1,000 to 1,200 points, okay. So comparable to the Nifty, Bank Nifty is somewhat stronger, but I can't say it will move on to the upper side. It can move on to the sideways session for a few days, okay. And onto the lower side, we are having a strong support like 40,300 levels. Currently the Bank Nifty is trading at 40,776, so we are having a strong support at 40,300 levels, okay. And if that support breaks, then we can expect a lower side target of somewhere like 39,700 levels onto the lower side. If 40,300 breaks, and we can expect a target of 39,700 during the next week onto the Bank Nifty, okay. But onto the higher side, we are having a strong resistance at 41,800 to 41,900 onto the higher side. So overall, Nifty and Bank Nifty will remain onto the under pressure. So I mean to say that I'm insisting that it is a sell on rallies market, especially into the index of the Nifty, okay. And if you check up the Nifty, I mean to say that I will initiate any rallies. If any rallies will come during the next week, I will take the opportunities of shorting into the Nifty, okay, rather than Bank Nifty, okay. So this is all about the Nifty and Bank Nifty. And for the stock specific analysis for the next week, I have selected ULTA's Limited, okay. And if you check up onto the ULTA's Limited, it has been taking the strong support at this lower trend line levels, okay. Since it has been started from 21 January of 2022 till the day of 14th of September, it has been continuously taking the support of this trend line. But onto the day of 14th of September, this lower trend line has also been breached onto the lower side, okay. And onto the Friday session, the stock went down by approximately like 5% onto the lower side. So which is to say that, and if I go for the weekly chart, the weekly onto the weekly chart also, the key support levels has been breached by the ULTAs. Okay, so I am expecting this bearishness to continue during the next 2 to 3 weeks into the stock. So one can short this counter at around to the levels of any bounces till the levels of 925 to 930. So and one can keep a stop loss of 962 onto the higher side, and we can expect a target of somewhere till the levels of 830 levels onto the lower side into the ULTAs limited. Okay, and the target can be in is expected to reach into the next 2 to 3 weeks time frame. Okay, so one can short at the levels, wait for the bounces, don't short at the current levels. Okay, wait for the bounces to happen. Okay, bounce till the levels of 925 levels, short at the levels at 925, keep the stop loss of 962, and we can expect a target of 830 onto the lower side in the ULTAs limited. Okay, so overall I'm expecting a bearishness to continue onto the market during the upcoming week also. Okay, so this is my analysis on the Nifty, Bank Nifty and stock specific view for the upcoming week. Okay, if you really like up this video, kindly hit the like button and share this video to all the traders. Okay, and if you are new to my channel, kindly hit the subscribe button. Okay, and before making any investments, kindly take the advice from your financial advisor. Okay, so this is up for the today's session. We'll meet you in the next session. Until then, thank you. Bye bye.